great little sound. What a great sound. Love it. Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Today we have for you something really cool. This is a 1988 Nissan Pulsar NX SE 5-speed. This is the 1.8 liter dual overhead cam. I think they call it a CA18DE or something like that. Fantastic little twin cam 4-cylinder engine. Puts out about 130 horsepower. What's really cool is, revs are like 7 to 7,500 RPM. So back in the day, man, that was really something. This twin cam, this is a special car. There's a lot of just base model little 1.6s and most of them are automatics and so on and so forth. But this little SE is really a unique and in this day and age, very rare car. Not a lot of these survived. Just got tore up, driven to the ground, or, rust got most of them. This thing here is pretty much virtually rust free. It's a great little survivor. It's not perfect. It's a great little driver, but for what it is really impressive. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little walk around. It shows 0 accidents on Carfax. The car's odometer shows like 75,000 miles on it. But it looks like, for whatever reason, the speedometer was changed before we got the car at about 100,000 miles. So I guess then the car's probably got somewhere around 30,000 miles on it, which is still really good for this car. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of focus in and show some of the details here. I wanted to take this car to Van Gogh and have them do a paint correction and a touch up. And I was really wanting to bring this car to its best possible condition, but I got a customer. I haven't even advertised. It's only been on our website. I haven't even marketed this car, but I've actually got a lot of inquiries on the car, and I've got a customer coming from Oklahoma and they might be buying the car. So I'm like, well, shoot, I better go ahead and get a video on it right now before it disappears and then we don't get the opportunity. So I will show you what we got here. So if you look on the hood here, we got lots of little dings and chips. The hood has lots of imperfections over the hood. I'm not gonna zero in on every little one, but you can kind of see that there. The headlights, we had the rear bumper resprayed, and I had them respray the headlights too. They don't quite match perfectly, but it still looks really good. And I'll show you what we did on the rear and why. But otherwise, you can see that's the original graphics, original bumper. And so there's some fading and some scratching and some pitting. So those fog lights there are actually aftermarket. I left them on there. No way to really find one like that. I guess you could look on eBay, but probably have to end up just either taking them off or change out the pair. But I just left them, because they actually look really good on the car, even though that one's cracked. You can kind of see the pits and the chips and so on and so forth. Coming around here to the side. And when we got the car, the valve cover gasket was leaking. We changed the valve cover gasket. The struts were wore out. So we put all new KYB struts all the way around. And then we also put the best tire we could find for it, the softest tire. So it's got brand new tires alignment and struts all the way around and front strut mounts. And you'll see there's some, there's imperfections. This car's from 1988, so there's lots of imperfections on the car, but what a great little car. The fact that it even sits here in this condition is amazing. This wheel's actually in really good shape. A few little nicks and chips. Looking down the side of the car, I really love this graphics on the car. Mirror looks good. This is a T-top car, so it's really cool. We got a little ding on the T-top right there. Again, nicks and scratches. I mean, really what this car could probably use is a complete fresh paint job. You know, small cars wouldn't cost too much. One thing I'll tell you, when we got the car, the windshield was cracked. And talk about something rare. I think it was Discount Auto Glass or somebody here locally ordered in the glass, and then it came in broken and they had no more. So Becky, actually, she's the best at finding parts anyway. She actually found a new old stock factory windshield in Kansas City. So we drove to Kansas City and got this windshield. So this is a brand new, see, it still has the antenna in it. It's a brand new windshield for this car. So that's really cool. It's the last one in the world. So I was really sweating that windshield. But we did find it. Becky found it. I'll give her the credit. I got a little trim molding here. It has a little crack where somebody had epoxied or repaired it or whatever. Look here, we got a little chip on the door handle. Has aftermarket tint on the windows. Kind of older, but it's still serviceable. Looking down the side of the car. Like I said, very nice. Here is the rear wheel. Wheels are in really good shape. All right, here is the rear. Showing you all that. Okay, coming across the deck lid here. Little scratches, little paint imperfections along the deck lid. There's our Pulsar NX, got a little bit of the emblem missing there. Twin Cam SE, you can just see water stains and so on and so forth. So they really would love to see what Van Gogh could have done with this car, but it is what it is. So on the rear here, so what I'm going to show you is the rear, the top of the bumper. You know, see, the metal of the car is nice and solid, but this plastic and the paint never survives the same on plastic as it does on metal. So this was faded out right here, almost down to the urethane. You'll see in some of the pictures that we listed when I first got the car, you can see the imperfection of the bumper. So what I did was I had them just basically mask off the original stripe and the original impact strip, because, you know, I mean, we're not gonna be able to replace that stripe. So did something that we normally wouldn't do. We had them mask that off and paint the bottom and the top of the bumper, which actually, I mean, it looks really good. And also too, these taillights always fade out. They're plastic. And so they repainted the red on the taillights and the rear finish panel. So, because the back of this car was just all kind of faded, you know, the metal was good, but all the plastic stuff was faded. So went ahead and did that, and I think it came out really well. It was something to improve the car. It looks like so much better. It's night and day difference. You'll have to go to the picture gallery and see the other pictures. And then here's our graphics. Looks like there was some graphic missing on that left quarter over there, and you can see some of it's missing here, but a lot of it's there. Little scratches and, like I said, little imperfections all along the car. There's a little dent underneath the door handle there. You can see there's the wheel. Wheel is in really good shape. There's a paint chip missing there on the door handle. Look across the top here, a little rub mark where they probably took the T-tops off, tossed them in the bag. Get a few little scratches and so on and so forth. I'll pop the T-tops off and show that to you here in a minute, but we'll go ahead and do the overview of the outside of the car. A little paint missing on the mirror. Just what a great little car though. There's the front wheel. And like I said, we had them paint the front buckets when they painted the rear, so yeah, a little bit different there. Had some pits and stuff on the bucket, so we figured easy thing to paint there. So we thought we were gonna get it right, but it's just a little bit off. But still, it's great. Let's go ahead and pop the hood here real quick. All right, we got the hood popped. You can see the original hood. There's our original emission sticker, vacuum routing diagram, engine oil, something there. Panning back here, so like I said, you see the original hood on the car. There's our fenders. They don't look like they've ever been off the car. See all the original paint there. There's our data tag. And then looking, here's our original radiator support with the sticker still intact. And kind of looking around here. Little pop-up headlights. Definitely an 80s thing. You gotta love it. And here's the bird's eye view of the engine here. I'll kind of walk around. And that looks really good. Like I said, the valve cover came in with a leak. We put a new valve cover gasket on it and resurrected that. So There you go. I'll go ahead and fire it up for you real quick. All right, let's fire this little guy up here. Got a little 80s little dinger there. That fires right up. All right, we'll go underneath the hood. And there she is. And then we actually got a throttle right here. That little guy just runs like a top. Go ahead and take you on the interior tour here. All right, got the interior open here. Here is the left door panel. Very good, it's not even cracked or anything. These are really cool, check this out. Little opening and closing vents. Kind of neat. Manual windows. It's a neat little car, it's the T-tops, it's an SE, but it is just manual windows and actually no AC, no cruise control, I don't think. So here is the data tag, and then here's a little bird's eye view of the interior. And the interior on this car is in excellent condition. Show you the driver's seat here. Very nice. We'll even get in close here on the bolster. You can see there's not even any wear on these bolsters. That's really incredible. And then look at the carpets here. Threshold molding is nice. And my light just kicked off on my camera because it's 100 and some degrees. So we're gonna lose our lighting here. The light just turned off because of temperature, stupid phones. But you can see the carpet is perfect. There's our dash. Steering wheel, no wear on the steering wheel. Horn button, nice. There's our controls, power mirrors. Factory radio does not work. It powers up, but it does not play, and the display is bad. Climate control all works like it's supposed to. Check out our little shifter here. No wear on the knob. Boot is good. There's our wiper controls. And looking up here at the T-tops, shades are really nice shape. The whole interior is in really good condition. Go ahead and show you the back. Back seat, again, apologize for the lighting. Seat's in really good condition. Go around to the other side. Passenger door panel is really nice. Carpets again are really nice. No wear at all on the carpets. And again, this seat is like new. That's really amazing. There's the back seat. You can see just all looks like new. Open the back here real quick and show you in the back area. Actually comes with some manuals, those will go with the car, but in the trunk area, it's pretty much in perfect condition. Got little speakers back here. Backs of the seats are nice. Back of that seat. Kind of a quick little review here, which is not too bad of a thing. But best part now, let's go ahead and take it for a spin after I top the T-tops off. Actually, there's pictures. I'll just drop some pictures in from the photo gallery with the T-tops off so you can kind of see how that looks with the tops off. We'll just drop some thumbnails in here. Let's go for a drive. All right, we're buckled into the Pulsar. Something I wanted to show you guys real quick. We've got some new t-shirts here. Euro Asian Bob, traction control off, no nannies. We'll put a link in the description there if anybody wants to order a t-shirt, but this is my first Euro Asian Bob t-shirt, so tell me what you think about it in the comments there. All right, go ahead and get buckled in. Get the keys. Ding, ding. All right, pulling out a shift here. Get my keys. Fire this little guy up. Here we go. Got the washer light on there. There's a crack in the washer bottle, so washer does not hold fluid. Like I said, this is not a perfect car, but it's a really neat little car. I mean, if you know the survivability rate of this car, you'll appreciate the condition that it's in. And you know, it's not, you know, it's definitely not far off from being gone and resurrected or just driven and enjoyed like it is. That's what's great about this car, is it looks fantastic. So drive it like it is. You know, drive it for 3 or 4 or 5 years. You know, maybe restore it, you know, back to original. If you gotta find somebody to get those graphics. All right, here we go. All right, I just love the sound of this engine. It has just such a little throaty, racy sound to it. So cool. Hopefully it comes over on the video. Like I said, we put in new struts, new strut mounts, new tires, new windshield, valve cover gasket, radio doesn't work. But other than that, I've driven this car back and forth to work several times. When I first got the car, I was daily driving it. So, you know, I do have some seat time in this car. Kind of, it's busy traffic here a little bit. It's kind of a bummer. Such a great little sound to it. One little thing to note is there's a little rattle from the exhaust. I think the converter is broke loose and is rattling a little bit inside the can. Not really causing anything other than just kind of annoying rattle. Too much traffic. Find some different shoes. These little loafers I wear, they're awful squeaky. Like I said, the motor runs perfect. There's no noise, no smoke from the motor. Cold start is fantastic. Clutch is great. The brakes are great. Other than just a few little issues. Works. Suspension is nice now. It was Nissans of this era. The struts were notorious. They were always just completely blown. Got a little clear road ahead of us here. That motor sounds fantastic. Alright, let's get some RPMs here. What a great little sound. What a great sound. Love it. I hope you enjoyed the little ride along in the little Pulsar here, and appreciate you checking it out. So look us up, EuroAsianAuto.com, EuroAsianAuto on Facebook, and like and subscribe. That way you get notifications, because you never know when we might have your next dream car. Have a great day. Happy motoring. There goes the Pulsar.